Welcome to a deep dive into the Santa Clarita Valley real estate market.
Oh.
We're using data from the multiple listing service.
Through MLS.
The MLS.
Yeah.
Think of it like a crystal ball giving us a peek into average prices, property sizes,
Exactly.
and you know what's hot and what's not.
Right.
Yes.
So your data
Yeah.
covers a really diverse mix of cities
Right.
within the Vala Valley. Acton, Agua Dulce, Canyon Country,
Yeah.
Castaic, Newhall, Saugus, Stevenson Ranch,
Right.
and Valencia,
Oh, wow.
each with its own flavor
Okay.
and price points.
Gotcha.
We've got condos,
Yeah.
single-family homes, townhouses, the whole shebang.
So first things first,
Okay.
what's the big picture telling us?
Wow.
Is the Santa Clarita Valley a buyer's market or a seller's market right now?
If we look at all property types and statuses, the average list price across the valley is a cool $912,705.
Whoa.
But here's where things get interesting.
Okay.
The median list price is a bit lower
Got it.
at $829,990.
Now, I know a little something about real estate,
Okay.
and that difference between the average and the median tells me
Yeah,
there are some high rollers out there pushing that average up.
you got it.
Okay.
We've got some luxury properties skewing the average.
All right.
And to add another layer,
Yeah.
the average price per square foot is $455.22.
Okay.
But we'll dig deeper into how that varies across
Gotcha.
different areas and property types later on.
All right, so we're not just looking at the overall average.
Right.
We're looking at the median and the price per square foot to get a more realistic picture.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay.
Now, let's talk about those listings.
No.
Because
not all listings are created equal.
okay.
Looking at the different statuses can give you a real sense of the market's pulse. We can see how fast homes are moving or if things are slowing down.
Okay, let's start with what's currently up for grabs.
Okay.
We've got 436 active listings on the market.
Wow.
We're talking everything from a $153,900 condo,
What?
a steal,
Yeah.
to a whopping $5,099,000 estate.
Whoa.
Talk about a range.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that tells us something about the diversity
Absolutely.
with Santa Clarita Valley.
This isn't a cookie-cutter market.
Okay.
It's what makes it so interesting for
Yeah.
buyers with different budgets and lifestyles.
Yeah.
And remember, these active listings are just one piece of the puzzle.
Okay.
There are other properties in various stages of the game.
So let's unpack those other listing statuses, because I know they can be a little confusing.
Of course.
Yeah.
Let's start with coming soon.
Okay.
These are properties about to hit the market, giving buyers a little sneak peek.
Great.
You've got 10 of those guys.
So sellers are creating some buzz before they officially list.
Right.
I bet that can be a good strategy in a competitive market.
Yeah.
What about properties that already have an offer on the table?
Those are your active under contract listings.
Okay.
95 of them.
Nope.
With an average list price of $795,199. And then there are the pending listings,
Okay.
110-11 to be exact.
Wow.
These are further along in the closing process,
Mm-hmm.
averaging $907,291.
So those active under contract and pending listings are getting pretty close to that magic number of $912,700.
Yeah.
We saw for the overall average list price.
Wow.
Is that a sign of a stable market?
It could be.
Okay.
It might indicate that homes are selling pretty close to their asking price.
Right.
And then, of course, we have the closed listings, the finish line.
Yeah.
You've got 28 properties that have successfully changed hands, averaging $901,956.
Okay, so we've seen what's selling. But what about the listings that didn't quite make it?
Right.
What can those tell us?
You're thinking about the expired and canceled listings.
Yep.
There are 22 expired listings.
Okay.
Meaning they were on the market for a while, but didn't get any acceptable offers.
Okay.
Their average list price was $917,095.
So those were priced a little higher than the average.
Does
that mean sellers were being a bit too ambitious?
It's hard to say for sure without digging deeper. It could be pricing, property condition, even just bad timing.
Yeah.
And then there are 7 canceled listings,
Okay.
averaging $876,700.
Canceled listings.
Yeah.
Now, those are intriguing.
Yeah.
They were pulled off the market before their expiration date.
Uh-huh.
Do you think it was a strategic move by the sellers?
Could be.
Okay.
Maybe they decided to wait for a better time to sell, or maybe they needed to make
some renovations first.
Right.
And then there's the hold category.
Okay.
Bit of a mystery.
Yeah.
With 49 properties sitting there.
49 properties in hold status.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It is.
I'm really curious about what's going on there.
Yeah.
Are these sellers just taking a breather? Or are they playing some kind of real estate chess game?
It's fascinating, isn't it?
It is.
It really highlights the human side of real estate.
Right.
Maybe they're waiting for the market to shift in their favor.
Right.
Or maybe they're dealing with personal circumstances, whatever the reason.
Yeah.
It definitely adds another layer of complexity to our analysis.
So we've got this big picture view of the market.
Right.
We've explored the different listing statuses. And now I'm ready to get into the nitty-gritty.
Okay.
Let's talk price trends.
All right.
And see what kind of insights we can glean from the data you provided.
Excellent.
That's where the real detective work begins.
All right.
We'll dive into the statistics by status and price table.
Okay.
From your third document. We'll see how the average price per square foot changes across different price ranges.
Gotcha.
And we'll even uncover some interesting outliers.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Let's get to it.
Let's do it. As we delve deeper into these numbers, you'll notice a general trend. As the list price goes up, the average price per square foot tends to increase as well.
That makes sense.
Right.
A luxury home is going to command a higher price per square foot than, say, a starter condo.
Exactly.
But I bet there are some exceptions to that rule, right?
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Real estate is never that simple. Never consider the X factor in real estate, location views, upgrades, that special something that makes a property stand out.
Right.
All of that can influence value.
Yeah. Okay.
Beyond just the square footage.
So we've got our market overview.
Right.
We've seen the different listing statuses. And we're starting to understand those price and size trends.
Yeah.
But how does this all translate for someone who's actually thinking about buying or selling in Santa Clarita Valley?
Right.
What does this data mean for them?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It is.
Data is only as good as its application for a potential buyer. This deep dive is like a treasure map.
Okay.
You can see what areas and property types fit your budget and lifestyle. Dreaming of a big family home in Saugus?
Yeah.
A sleek townhouse in Valencia?
Okay.
A resort-style condo in Stevenson Ranch?
Right.
This data helps you narrow down your search.
And for sellers, it's like having a secret weapon.
Yeah.
You can see how your property stacks up against the competition.
Yeah.
And what kind of price range and marketing strategy might work best. Okay.
But remember, real estate is hyper-local.
Okay.
While this data gives us insights into the broader Santa Clarita Valley market, each neighborhood has its own unique microclimate, schools, amenities, the overall vibe of a community.
Right.
Those can all impact property values and how desirable a location is.
So this deep dive is a great starting point.
Absolutely.
But it's just one piece of the puzzle.
Right.
Connecting with a local real estate expert is key for a truly personalized analysis.
Absolutely.
Okay.
An experienced agent is your boots on the ground.
Okay.
They know those individual neighborhoods, recent sales trends, and all the little things that can make or break a deal.
Right.
They're your guide to making smart decisions that line up with your goals.
All right, let's shift gears for a moment.
Okay.
And talk about something that's on everyone's mind.
Yeah.
Interest rates.
Oh, yeah.
How are those fluctuating numbers impacting the Santa Clarita Valley market?
Interest rates are a huge factor in real estate.
I bet.
They can affect how much house you can afford, your monthly mortgage payments, and even how fast the market moves.
Okay.
When interest rates rise, borrowing gets more expensive.
Right.
And that can cool down buyer demand.
Okay.
Which sometimes leads to price adjustments.
So higher interest rates could actually make it a better time.
That's often the case.
Okay.
But it's not always a simple equation.
Right.
Even with higher interest rates, those desirable properties in sought-after areas can still hold their value.
Okay.
Especially if there aren't a lot of homes for sale.
It always comes back to supply and demand, doesn't it?
It does.
Even when the economy throws us a curveball.
Right.
Speaking of the economy, we can't ignore the big picture.
Right.
How's the overall economic climate playing into the Santa Clarita Valley real estate scene?
The broader economic conditions definitely have an impact.
Okay.
Things like job growth,
Yeah.
inflation, consumer confidence. They all send ripples through local markets.
Right.
A strong local economy with lots of new jobs can attract new residents, and that drives up demand for housing, which can push prices higher.
But on the flip side, if there's economic uncertainty, buyers might be more hesitant, which can lead to a slower market with more price fluctuation.
Exactly.
So even in a sunny place like Santa Clarita Valley, those economic clouds can cast a shadow.
Exactly. That's why it's important to stay informed about both the local market trends and what's happening with the national economy. You need to connect the dots to really understand what's going on.
Now let's factor in something that's often overlooked, but can have a surprising impact. Seasonality.
Oh, yeah.
We're not just talking about the weather here.
It's about how people's buying and selling patterns change throughout the year.
Seasonality is definitely a fascinating aspect of real estate. Traditionally, spring and summer are the peak seasons. Families with kids often prefer to move during those months to avoid disrupting the school year. That increased demand can push prices up and lead to quicker sales.
But that doesn't mean the market goes into hibernation.
Not at all. During fall and winter, Those cooler months can be a good opportunity for buyers who don't mind braving the weather and potentially facing less competition. And sellers might be more motivated to close deals before the end of the year for tax purposes or other personal reasons.
So even though we're looking at data from a specific point in time, we have to remember that the market is always changing.
You're getting it.
This deep dive gives us a snapshot, a glimpse into the Santa Clarita Valley market right now. But it's crucial to stay updated and talk to those local experts who can give you real-time advice.
We've covered a lot of ground, market trends, listing statuses, interest rates, the economy, even seasonality. But before we wrap up, I have to ask about something that always comes up in real estate conversation. Market predictions.
The crystal ball. Everyone wants to know what the future holds.
I know.
Will prices skyrocket? Will they plummet? Is now a good time to buy or sell?
I wish we had a crystal ball.
I know.
But real estate, life is full of surprises.
Precisely. We can look at historical data and current trends, but predicting the future of any market, especially one as dynamic as real estate, is a gamble. There are just too many variables. Many of them beyond our control.
So instead of trying to predict the unpredictable, let's focus on what we can control. Making smart decisions based on solid data and expert advice. This deep dive has armed you with valuable knowledge about the Santa Clarita Valley real estate market. Use this information to ask the right questions. Connect with local experts. And make choices that align with your individual situation and goals. Now, you mentioned earlier that something really stood out to you in this data.
It did.
What is?
Honestly, it's that hold category. 49 properties in limbo. That's a significant chunk of the market. It makes you wonder what those sellers are thinking. Are they testing the waters, waiting for the perfect moment, or is something else going on entirely?
It's a great question.
It is. Maybe they're in the middle of renovations hoping to boost their property's value before officially listing.
Could be.
Or perhaps they're trying to time the market just right. It really adds a layer of intrigue, doesn't it?
It does.
You start to think about the stories behind the numbers.
It reminds us that real estate isn't just about data points. It's about people. Buyers searching for their dream homes, sellers moving on to new chapters in their lives, agents working to make those connections happen. There's a human element to every transaction.
And speaking of human elements, the other thing that struck me was the sheer diversity of this market.
It is diverse.
We've seen everything. From cozy condos to sprawling estates, properties flying off the market in days, and others taking their sweet time. It really highlights the fact that Santa Clarita Valley has something for everyone.
It does.
And that diversity is a reflection of the valley itself. You've got bustling city centers, quiet suburban enclaves, and even wide-open ranches. all within a relatively short distance.
Yeah.
It's no wonder it attracts such a wide range of residents, from young professionals and growing families to retirees and those seeking a more rural lifestyle.
So if you're thinking about jumping into the Santa Clarita Valley real estate market, whether you're buying or selling, it's crucial to do your homework.
It is.
Don't rely on those broad market trends alone. Dive deeper into the specific neighborhoods, property types, and price ranges that fit your goals.
And never underestimate the power of local expertise.
Right.
A seasoned real estate agent can be your trusted guide, helping you make sense of the data, navigate the ins and outs of the market, and ultimately make informed decisions that lead to a successful outcome.
Well, I think we've covered it all.
I think we have too.
We've explored market trends, deciphered those mysterious listing statuses, and even factored in things like interest rates, the economy, and seasonality. It's been quite a journey.
It has.
Okay.
Remember, real estate is an adventure, not a destination. Stay curious. Stay informed. And don't hesitate to reach out to the experts who can help you along the way.
Well, until next time then.
See ya.